Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm recording this video. It's about VLANs, on how you can configure VLAN on a switch or a network device. So it is going to be short, less than 10 minutes. And since it is just recorded, you can watch this several times and understand the concept or the logic on how to configure VLANs. Okay. So I remember talking about VLANs. I explained what VLANs do, where you can use VLANs, and why we need VLANs, and how we can configure those VLANs. So I'm going to have this video, and you can try to follow what I'm going to be doing, and we see how it is done. So I'm starting. I'm going to drop my switch here. This is designing the topology. I'm designing a network, a local area network. So I'm going to configure VLAN or VLAN on a local area network. So I'm going to have one switch. I'm going to have 4 PCs. I'm having 4 because I want to give 2 PCs to each VLAN. Okay. So let's have 3 VLANs on our switch. That means that we can have, let's say, we can call them departments. We are saying that each department that is using our switch has a VLAN, an independent VLAN, and they can only share messages or resources within their VLANs. So I'm going to design my topology. I wanted to see the logic on how we are supposed to have these VLANs. Now, first of all, what you have to understand is that we assign interfaces, okay, interfaces of this switch to different VLANs we shall create. Okay, so you have got to understand that we are assigning interfaces, not end devices or PCs. You have to get this clearly. Okay, because here you can see that we have a number of ports, a number of fast Ethernet ports, gigabyte ports, or interfaces. So these are the interfaces that we have got to show that we have this or this number of interfaces assigned to this VLAN. This number of interfaces assigned to this VLAN. Okay. For example, we have 24 fast Ethernet ports or interfaces. So we can say that we want to have these interfaces. Let's say we can say we can assign 6 interfaces to the first VLAN. Okay. So to make this look simple, we are going to have 3 departments, and we are going to say that each department has 2 computers. Okay, I'm going to show it from here. I'm going to show it from here. We can say that we have this department that will have a VLAN, this one. We can say that we have this. This is also another VLAN or another department that will have the VLAN. Then we can say that this is another VLAN or another department. Okay, so you can try to show it from here physically. You can show that this is maybe accounts office, and it's going to be the name of our VLAN. We can say this is admissions, and it is going to also be our VLAN. Okay. Okay. Then we can say that this is maybe can call it what? We can call it let's say any name. You can say ICT or whatever you get, ICT here. So just giving it any name. And after that, we can try to put up some connections. But remember that when you are putting up a connection from, let's say, this switch to this PC0, it is good to use this kind of connection, that you don't use the this tool that automatically chooses for you the connection type, this one. No, try to use this one. Don't use this. Yes, so you can use this and say, I'm connecting this interface 1, okay, to this PC0. You say I'm choosing this one 0/2, and it is connecting PC1. Then you say, now when you come here, because we have said that we want to assign, let's say, 6 interfaces to our first VLAN or our first department, which is accounts. Now it means here when you are selecting, okay, you can come and say, I'm going to select from the 7th now. This is from the switch now. So you are selecting from the 7th and you are connecting your PC of your second VLAN or of your second department. I'm doing this because here, when we're going to be showing the interfaces assigned to each VLAN, we've got to show that we are showing a range of those interfaces, let's say from 1 to 6. Now, when you are typing the command or when you are trying to enter that command, you must show that you have a range of those interfaces you are assigning to a certain VLAN. Okay, like the way we shall see. So we can have this connected now also. Then from 6, then we have given it 7, then we can say 8, it is connecting this one. Then the last one here, you can choose here, then, because we are saying now, for example, from this admissions department or VLAN, this one, we are saying that it is going to have a range of interfaces from 7 to, let's say, for example, we can push up to 14. Okay, so if we are to put those are 7 or 8 interfaces to this one. Now it means here we shall start from, let's say, 15. Okay, 0/15. So we connect this PC4. Okay, then we connect the last one, PC5. We can say it is from 16. Yes, 16. So meaning that from this 15, this one here, okay, to, let's say, 20 something, it is all for this VLAN ICT or department. Okay, so you try to separate it from here, from the start. Don't just use this tool that automatically chooses for you the connection type. Okay, you should not do that, because it is going to disorganize you. That's one, because it is going to be hard for you to separate these different interfaces. Okay, and show that maybe these interfaces are assigned to this VLAN, but from here we have already separated it. Okay, we now know that from the first interface to the next one, they are assigned to accounts office or accounts VLAN. So let's try to now configure this. I'm not going to configure the host name. That one we looked at it, and I think you know how to do that. We're not going to configure the password. This directly go to creating and naming VLANs. Okay, if any of you is not or does not understand how to set the password or how to create the names or to give names to different hosts or to different network devices, then we shall look at that later. You can let me know, and then I can have another video explaining such things. So here we can go to command line. We want to assign IP addresses. I mean, creating VLANs and naming VLANs. Okay. So you can say enable, then you say configure terminal. You know all this and how it is done. Then you can say VLAN 10. You can give a number. You're supposed to give it a number. Each VLAN should have a number and a name. So this is a number. You can give it any number that you want. Me, I'm giving 10, then I'll give another one, let's say 30 or 40, then another one like that. So I'm giving 10, then I can say name. This is naming the VLAN. Then I can say accounts like this. That's the VLAN name. Then I exit. Okay, I have created the name for this VLAN. Okay, I'm going to show you how it is. Let me first now create for all the 3 departments, or let me create 3 VLANs. This is one. Now here I can say VLAN. I give it a number which is 20. I'm just giving it this number. It's what I think is going to be easy for me. You can have your own. You can have, let's say, 15, 30, whatever. So VLAN 20, then I can say name. Can call it, it was admissions. Okay, admissions. Yeah, then we can say exit. You do exit here. Then you can create the 3rd VLAN. You say VLAN 30, just give it a number. Then you say name, ICT, like this. Then you say enter, you exit. Okay, you're gonna exit twice. Then you try to check your VLANs, whether they have been created. Okay, show VLAN. So that is the command. Now we have the 3 VLANs created, the ICT, admissions, accounts, and we have all these interfaces here still assigned to the default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Okay, these are interfaces. They are still assigned to the default VLAN, which is VLAN 1. Now, what we want is to make sure that we have, or we get these interfaces and we assign them to our VLANs that we have created. Okay, and I started with this from the start, that, you know, I want to have my interfaces from the first one, for example, to the 3 here, or assigned to VLAN 1. That's what I did from the start, but that was just to make sure that I get this right and I don't get disorganized. So now this is how you can assign different interfaces to these VLANs we have created. These are the VLANs: VLAN 10 accounts, VLAN 20 admissions, VLAN 30 ICT. So now we can say, and this is what I was telling you, that you have to show the range of those VLANs. Now we are starting from this one. Sorry, from the first. Sorry, it is not responding. We've got to give it time now. Oh, sorry. Some minutes. Okay, some seconds. Let's try to give it time. It is gonna come back. Okay. Oh, sorry. Some seconds. Yeah. We'll come back. It is a bit stuck. I've put a wrong command here. That's why it is behaving like this, but please hold on. I'm trying to work on it. Okay. Trying to see. Yeah, it is back now. It's back. So we're going to now assign these different interfaces to our VLANs that we have created. So here you can say configure terminal. We have these then you say interface, you say interface range. This is the command, please. Interface range, first Ethernet, then you show the range. You say I'm starting from the first port or the first Ethernet, then up to the sixth one, 2, 6, like this. This is the command. This is how you're supposed to have it. So you say switch port mode access, then you say switch port access VLAN 10, like this. So you are saying that you want to have all these interfaces assigned to VLAN 10. Okay, all the ports on this switch from the first one to the sixth one, they should only be used to they should only be used in this department. This is accounts office. No one from another department should maybe share anything with these guys. Okay, so here I can exit. Okay, I exit once, then I say interface range. Okay, I'm now assigning interfaces to the next VLAN. So interface range, then first Ethernet. I'm going to start from the 7.0/7 to we moved up to which one? Was it 14? Yes. Then I say switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, I exit once. Then I say interface range. Okay, first Ethernet. I say 0/15 to, let's say, 23. It is okay. Yeah, then you say switch port mode access. Okay, then switch port access VLAN 30. Okay, say enter, then you can exit. Okay. Was. So we are here now. We have created these different VLANs. We can try to see how they are, or we can try to check what we have created. Just say show VLAN, and you see the VLAN that we have created. Now we have assigned these interfaces to these VLANs. You can see now that accounts, this one, VLAN 10, it has these interfaces up to here, okay? Then the admissions, it has these interfaces from the 7 to 14. Then we have the ICT, that is VLAN 30, it has all these interfaces, okay? Then the default VLAN has remained with this one, the last one, and the 2 GB interfaces. Okay, so we have now assigned our interfaces to these VLANs. So we can now, after this, what you have to do, the next step is assigning IP addresses to our VLANs. Okay, IP addresses. You get to these VLANs we have created, and again to our end devices. Okay, so I can start with this. I try to now assign IP addresses. Okay, we are assigning IP addresses. Then we say interface here, interface VLAN. You do this 10, the first one. Okay, then you say IP address like this. Let me use this class A for IP address 10.10.1 space 55.55. 255.0, enter, then you can say exit. Okay, after there you can still come back and say this is for the first VLAN. Okay, now the first VLAN has this IP address. Okay, interface VLAN. Now the second one, which is for admissions 20, then we'll say IP address. We can now bring this IP address, then we can use 20. Okay, 20, here we have 10. What you do, the second last figure of this IP address here, you can try to use this one of the number of your VLANs you have created. So here you have 10, then here you have 20, then .1, then 255.255.255.0. You say enter, then you can exit once. Okay, and then you now work on the last one. Okay, the last VLAN, which is VLAN 30. Then you say IP address 10.10.30. Can say 30, then say 1. There you can put the subnet mask. Okay. Then now you say exit for the second time. Okay, then you can say from here you can try to check and see whether your IP addresses have been assigned. Now you can say show IP interface. This is the command, yes? Yes, I think it is the command. Let's try to see interface. Yeah, it's the command. Okay, so now we have these different IP addresses assigned to our different VLANs. You can see, okay, VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30. VLAN 10 is for accounts, VLAN 20 is for admissions, then VLAN 30 is for ICT here. Okay, the way we have it. So that's what we have. We have assigned, or we have created our VLANs. We have assigned IP addresses to these VLANs. We assigned interfaces to these VLANs. Now we can now work on our end devices or the PCs. Okay, we can work on these PCs. The first one here, you can say you get this IP address, you paste it there, you change the last figure. I said that the last figure on of your IP address, okay, always represents a single device on the network. Okay, the last figure of your IP address, it always represents a single device on your network. So 1 was for the VLAN on our switch. Now we can't use 1 here. You must change the last figure here. You can put 2. Okay, you can put 2. Sorry, yeah, let me see. 10.10.2. Why is it not responding? Let me try to see. Try to see why it is not responding. Okay. Why it is not responding. Sorry, subnet mask. What? Okay. Sorry, I have to change this. Let's change this. Okay, let me first check back here. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Okay, 10.10.10. 2. So it has gone there now. Okay, this is the 2. Then with this one we can give it 3. Okay, then you come and say 10 10.10.3. Then you close here. Now you come this end. Okay, you say 10.10.20.2. Okay, you close, you open this one. It's okay, you say 10.3. Okay, yes. So now the last VLAN, the last department, which is ICT, a 10.10.30. Okay, the 30.2. Okay, then the last one is it is 10.30. Then .3. Okay, then you close this. Now we are done with assigning IP addresses to our PCs and again to our different VLANs that we have created. We have this department. It has a separate VLAN, which is VLAN 10 accounts. It is its name. And then we have this one, which is VLAN 20. Then this one, VLAN 30. But remember that all these VLANs, they have got different interfaces assigned to them. Okay, the way you see them, like here, let me show you these VLANs. Okay, let me show you these VLANs. The way you see them here, it means that all here we have only connected 2 interfaces on this VLAN, meaning we have a balance of 4 empty interfaces or ports or the network interface cards on our switch. That's what it means, that we have got only 2 computers, 2 PCs connected to this VLAN. But we gave it more than 2 interfaces or 2 ports, meaning you have a balance, or you can bring more computers and connect them to this device and on this VLAN. Okay, the same thing here, that this admissions office or admissions department, in their VLAN, they have only 2 computers connected here on this switch. Now they have got a balance of all these now. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meaning they can bring more 6 computers now and connect them. And after connecting them, what they can do, it is only to come and assign IP addresses. Now, let me try to add there more 1 PC to each department here, and you see what happens. Okay, it's not a big deal, it's just something simple. When you are configuring VLANs, you are dealing with a switch, not the end devices. So now I can connect more computers here. Let me show you this. You can bring one, you drop it here. Okay, after dropping it, you can try to connect it. You say, I want to connect it from here. I've used only 2 interfaces, but we know that this one also belongs to the first VLAN. This one and this one. Okay, and even this one. You get, those are 4 now. All these 4, they belong to VLAN 10, which is for accounts. So we can use this now port and connect our PC. Now what we need here to do is to only assign an IP address, only the IP address 10.10.10. We can say 4. Okay, then we close. Okay, then that is done. The same thing here. You can drop one end device here. Then you say, I'm going to connect it. You choose this one. You connect now. this 9 belongs to VLAN 20, which is for admissions. So you can connect from 9. You see this. It connects. So what you have to do is to only come and assign an IP address. Okay. Only assigning an IP address. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, sorry. So just assigning an IP address, then .10, .20, .4, then that's done. So let's check our connectivity. Let's check our network and see how it is going to behave and what it does. Actually, we should get it from here that this is what we are trying to do. So you can check, you can send the packets. You can use PC0 and PC6 and see what will happen. You see, we have successfully reached this device or this PC from PC0 to PC6. All these PCs are in the same network or VLAN. So you can check this to just do this. You see, successful, okay, it is okay. Then you check this. They can also communicate within their department. Okay, they can communicate. You see, it is here successful. Now let's try to ping from different VLANs. Let's try to check from different VLANs like this. You see, it has failed. And this is what we want, that we don't want someone from ICT to share or to send anything to admissions or to accounts. Okay? So, for example, there are departments which are sensitive, like accounts office. They don't need to be, working with other departments using the same network. And when they can communicate directly, it is not necessary. And that's why we have such things, that some things are complicated and they need to be protected. So that means that you have got to make sure that these people are not sharing what they are doing with other people outside. Okay, so that's why we have got this VM that you can be using the same network, but you will not be able to share beyond your department. Okay, so that's it. That's how you can come up with a simple network and configure these VLANs. Next time, I'm going to show you how we do this across different networks. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Have a good evening.